Welcome to today's Epicure cooking class. I'm so excited to have you all here. We are going to be doing a better than takeout favorite, our crispy crunchy lettuce wraps. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever been to PF Chang's, have you ever had their lettuce wrap appetizer? It's delicious. We love it. That appetizer runs anywhere from $11 and you get 2 to 3 servings. Our crispy crunchy lettuce wrap meal solution packet comes in a pack of 3, so you'll get 3 of these for $9.75. This also makes 4 to 6 servings, so a whole dinner for a whole family. So I'm very excited to share this with you tonight because I think it brings great flavors into your home that you otherwise wouldn't be able to make. So to get started, I want to show you a close-up. Epicure has many meal solutions. On the back, you're going to have all your instructions right there, along with your nutritional information, which I should start off by saying everything is gluten-free, peanut-free, excluding coconut, and also low to no sodium and low to no sugar for our desserts. So Asian food typically has higher sodium content, so you're really doing yourself some serious health benefits by putting some of these things in your house. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to read the directions on the back. Now our lettuce wraps, it says makes 4 servings, and in a bowl you're going to combine ground pork. You could use any ground meat of your liking. I have a pound of ground chicken here. You could do ground beef or ground turkey. You could even do grilled chicken breast if you wanted as well. As we're getting into the summertime, that might be a fresher take. But what you like for your protein is what you can use. This one calls for 2 diced bell peppers, a tablespoon of water, and sesame oil and soy sauce. So to get started, we are going to cook it in our multi-purpose steamer. I have my pound of chicken there, and I'm just gonna snip the bottom off this. Now, if you're not familiar with Epicure's silicone cookware line, we have our multi-purpose steamer, which you're seeing right now. We have a round steamer, which I'll show you in a few minutes. We have a loaf pan. We have all sorts of goodies. They are, ooh, I just got a whiff of that. It smells good, but it is strong when it comes up your nose. They are oven safe up to 425 degrees. They're dishwasher safe. And what I like most is cooking in that contraption right behind me here, the microwave. So we are going to cook this up and we're going to have our dinner ready in under 20 minutes this dinner. So that's pretty awesome. So we're going to put the seasoning in. I just want to give it a little stir. Now with this, it says to do a teaspoon of the sesame oil. We have our 4-in-1 spice spoon here that you can use to measure out. You have a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and a 1/2 and 1/4 on the back. This is a great little tool. It's like $6.50, I believe, $6 or $7. I'm gonna save this for my dry spices and just eyeball these, but which shouldn't be a big deal. Sesame oil adds a nice nutty flavor. If you can't have sesame seeds, you can definitely use olive oil. So again, don't feel like you can't customize this to your liking. But in a lot of Asian dishes, that's kind of that silky, nutty flavor that sometimes it's hard to identify, but that's what's in there. Okay, and then it was a teaspoon of soy too. I have gluten-free, low sodium soy because I always try and cut those things out if at all possible. We're just gonna mix that up. Now in the package it shows some diced peppers, but I'm actually gonna do a sesame ginger slaw over top of these. I think it's really good. And if you go ahead and get the crispy crunchy lettuce wrap in our Good Asian Real Fast Food Kit, you're going to get the sesame ginger slaw dressing mix. You're going to get, not beef, miso broth. I pulled the wrong one out, which is great for making like udon bowls or any like Asian inspired soup, or you could cook your rice in it too. And then you're also gonna get your Asian stir fry. So I'm gonna be featuring all those today. Okay, that is good to go. And here is where the magic happens. This is gonna go in my microwave. My microwave's 900 watts, so it takes a little bit longer than the average one, which is about 1100. or 1200. So I'm gonna start this out at 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna mash it in between and do another 3 minutes. Okay, so let me see that here and show you real quick. Our Good Asian Real Fast kit is right here. You can get it with our wok, the cookware, which is super awesome if you're a big Chinese fan. The wok has so many uses. It's very, very high grade cookware. Or you can just get the food only. So it'd just be the crispy crunchy lettuce wrap, the sesame ginger, the Asian stir fry, and the miso broth. Side note, you can also make these Asian lettuce wraps with the Asian stir fry mix. So they're both just as good. A little bit of a different flavor, but this is obviously great for stir fries. And my son uses this to make his homemade ramen noodles. He opens up the ramen noodle packets, uses the noodles, and then makes his own concoction of spices using this. So really good, and like I said, much healthier than takeout or prepackaged stuff. So while that's going, I'm gonna move on to our sesame ginger dressing that we're gonna put over the slaw. All of our dressing mixes make up to 6 cups of dressing. They're amazing because you can choose how much you want to make. You're using it fresh, so your fat's being controlled, your sodium intake's being controlled. We're gonna be using olive oil, but if you wanna use coconut oil, or heck, even if you just have vegetable oil on hand to make your dressing, that's fine too. So again, we get that awesome customization for your needs and your family's likes. This thing is amazing. This is our funnel and cruet for our salad dressings. It's got little measurements right on the back, so you can just pour in and measure right from there. So, sesame ginger, 2 tablespoons of dressing mix with 3 tablespoons of soy, 1/3 cup of oil, and 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. So let's start with the oil. Just pour it in just like that. And 1/2 cup of the rice vinegar. We also have a balsamic vinaigrette dressing mix. We have a creamy ranch dip mix, which can be made thinner into a dressing. And we have sesame ginger, balsamic. I'm missing one. I can't think of what it is. But really, really good space savers. Much, much healthier than the store-bought stuff. And okay, now we need our soy, which I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. I'm not a big fan of soy. What happened here? Maybe I won't be putting any of it in. For some, oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so there's the soy. And now, what did I say? 2 tablespoons. And this has onion, sesame seeds, garlic, spices, red pepper, and chives. All of our stuff is real wholesome herbs. I mean, that's like what Epicure was founded on. Wholesome ingredients, none of the junk, none of the GMOs, none of the unidentifiable stuff. So it's something we're really proud of. I believe we're 95% non-GMO certified right now. So that's a big deal. It's a really big deal. In fact, some people question organic versus non-GMO. Well, I'd prefer to have things that haven't been modified by man in my diet. So I love that we stand by that, and we source ingredients from around the world that are responsible and ethical and have everybody in mind, from farm to field to our consumers. So just a nice little tip there. Okay, so we'll do 2 tablespoons of this. Recently we had a glass shortage, and we had to change some of our jars, so that didn't fit in there real well. Okay, there we go. So you just take it off like that, put the lid on, give a little shake. If you have little ones around, they might like doing this, or you know, maybe preteens that are looking to start baking. And there is our dressing, made as little or as much as you want, ready to go. I am going to pour that over my broccoli slaw that I have right here. You could chop up cabbage, you could do carrots, whatever you like. Typically I would make this probably the night before, just so it would marinate a little bit and kind of really soak into the cabbage. And I'm just gonna give this a shake. I got this neat little container as a host promo before I became an Epicure consultant. So if you're interested in hosting a party, there's always a monthly host exclusive product that you can get anywhere from 30 to 50% off, and that changes monthly. So on top of awesome host benefits, you get some other cool things that other people can't get their hands on. Okay, so we'll save that over to the side. Let's check on our meat. That was 3 minutes. For some of you, that may be all you need, which is amazing for ground meat. Yeah, I need a little bit more. Now, steaming, if you question that, or you question the microwave cooking, all we're doing is steaming it in here. So you're gonna retain all your moisture. The natural moisture of whatever you're cooking is gonna come into there. You can kind of see it on the lid. It's gonna rehydrate your food even more than if it was getting dried out like in an oven or on the stovetop on a skillet. And with that, the quick heating method, you also are retaining nutrients. So when you bake something or if you boil something, all that heat is basically killing off the natural nutrients in the food. So steaming is really a great nutritious way to cook. And I probably use this multi-purpose steamer, I'm gonna say 4 out of the 7 nights a week. Okay, 3 more minutes on that. And we're gonna make our drizzle. So for me and for my family, you got your protein, you got your grains, you got your fruits and veggies, and what really brings it together is kind of the sauces and the dressings, and like this is going to be a drizzle. So we're making a chipotle aioli, which is right here. This basically is just garlic, chipotle chili, and smoked sea salt. That's it. So you can make it as strong in flavor as you want or as light in flavor. We're not huge fans of the chipotle flavor, so I'm gonna go lighter than it calls for. But this drizzle is amazing on the crispy crunchy Asian lettuce wrap. So I'd recommend trying it. This is also good as a dipping sauce for like sweet potato fries, or you could put this over a piece of fish or drizzled over nachos. So there's a lot of uses. And if you ever feel like you're at a loss for how to use one of our products, definitely go to epicure.com, type in your product name, and hit the recipes tab, and you'll just have a plethora of ideas. There's also some Facebook groups out there. They're not ran by Epicure. They're just like groups of people that are like obsessed with Epicure and want to share all their ideas of how to use all these products. So you can also check into that too. I've actually learned a lot from them as well. So definitely good resources. You should never get bored with any of our items at all. And of course, your consultant can always be a resource for you as well. So definitely reach out to that person if you feel like you need some help. So for this, I'm only gonna make a little bit. I have about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. You could use vegan mayo. You could use coconut milk mayo if you need to be the dairy or egg free. Whatever you gotta do, use yours. I have it in our cute little prep bowls. That you get a set of 4 of these. And what I really like about them is on the side, there are little measurement notches. I think you can kind of see it there. And it's got nice little silicone lids that are bendy. Perfect for taking stuff for lunches or prepping and planning and setting it in the fridge. Oatmeal, or maybe portioning out things for your kids to have them just grab and go if they need a snack in the day. So really handy little cookware. That Epicure really tries to marry all of our kitchen tools with our seasonings and our meal solutions to make your dinner time go as fast as possible. The goal is 20 minutes or less. So it's awesome. It really is. So this is just going to take a squeeze of lemon. I'm going to put this in our 2-in-1 citrus press, which is a very, very sturdy, all-clad aluminum citrus press. Okay, I'm going to keep that to the side because I definitely want this to be runnier. And we are going to do, you would normally do a tablespoon into a cup of mayo. So I am just going to do a 1/2 teaspoon here. Okay. Let me whisk. said, if you are using this as a dipping sauce, maybe make it a little thicker. We are gonna drizzle, so I want it a little runnier. I added a little more lemon juice. You could do lemon juice, or if you're not a citrus fan, you could thin it out with water or whatever type of milk you use. Rice milk, cow's milk, coconut milk. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Okay, so we have our sauce. Put that right there. We have our slaw. Put that there. Okay. Get this out of the way, and this meat should be done, I think. Always be careful with your steamer. It's steamy. And if you ever have anything heavier in this, it's wise to put it on a paper plate, or not a paper plate, a real plate, so you have some support under it. Okay, yeah, that's all finished. This is our ground meat separator, which I love for things like this. I use it to make egg salad. We use it with our guacamole, to mash potatoes. And like I said, to kind of mash up your ground meat if you're doing sloppy joes or doing this. Okay, it's a great little kitchen tool, and it is dishwasher safe as well. Okay, so there is our meat. All cooked. That was 6 minutes. I mean, if I wasn't talking, this thing could be done in 5. That's what's so great about it. Okay, now, and the other thing that I always try to do with this meal is I'll make some rice in the multi-purpose steamer too. You could do this on the stovetop, and 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, pop it in the microwave for 15 to 18 minutes, and you could have a beautiful side of fluffy rice that isn't burning the bottom of your saucepan or overflowing onto your stovetop. So definitely ways to get lots of things done at once when you combine our steamer with any other source of cooking. So I am going to plate this up real quick, and then I want to show you guys a few collections that we have that you can get the crispy crunchy lettuce wrap mix in. But let me get the fun part going here. I just have some romaine leaves here. Now, if you're not an Asian fan, you could definitely do this with maybe our Good Food Real Fast, our Mexican kit. You could do fajita. You could also do even just like a garlic and herb seasoning if you just want something real, you know, mild and kind of neutral in flavor. So definitely pick the cuisines you like and make them the way you like it. All right, so here's our slaw. The parent recipe on the back of the meal solution, as I said earlier, calls just for some diced peppers in this, but this is really my favorite way to serve it. And I think if you have younger kids, you can sneak some extra veggies in here, especially if you sauce it up real good. Okay. All right, and then we're just gonna do a little bit of drizzle on here. And that's just gonna add a little creamy smokiness to it. And surprisingly enough, like a lot of kids do end up liking this. Like, as I said, just go light on the seasoning if you want, or more if your family likes it. Okay. So there is the crispy crunchy lettuce wraps for you. Definitely a very fast and easy meal. If you like that, you can order it as a 3-pack. You can get it in the Good Asian Real Fast meal kit. And you can also get it in our Better Than Takeout collection right now. Now this is seasonal, it's gonna end before summertime, but you will get 2 of the crispy crunchy lettuce wraps. You're gonna get 2 of our enchilada meal solution packets. You're not gonna get our creamy pesto parmesan. I don't know how that ended up in there. You're gonna get our rotisserie chicken seasoning, which you can make a whole rotisserie chicken in our multi-purpose steamer or in our round steamer, which I have back there, in the microwave in 20 to 25 minutes. Our Thai coconut soup, oh, this is delicious. Even if you don't think you like Thai food, try this. The flavors are so warm and comforting, and there's a little bit of exoticness to it, but it's really good. You're gonna get our classic meatloaf seasoning, 2 of these, which are awesome, in our rectangular steamer or you can make little muffin cups in our silicone muffin mold. It's a 2-pack, and you get 12. There's 12 muffin molds or cupcake molds. Wintry mushroom soup, whatever you use Campbell's cream of mushroom for, this is the substitute, and it's way healthier. It's, let's see here, 190 milligrams of sodium, which if you look at the back of any soup can, it's up there. And then you're also gonna get our Luscious Lemon Curd Dessert Mix, which is new and hopefully will be around for summer. You will also get our Nourish Broth Mix, which is amazing. Like I said, I love to use our broths for cooking grains in pasta, rice, quinoa. It adds more flavor to the grain. I mean, you don't realize it till you have it and you're like, oh wow, the depth is just so amazing. Very low in sodium, added nutritional yeast, so you get a boost of vitamin B12, which is awesome. And this equals 12 jars. 12 cans of like a traditional 12-ounce can of broth. So such a space saver, and this is like $10. So definitely worth giving that a try if you like broths. We have the vegetable, the Nourish, which is chicken, and then the miso broth, which comes in the Good Asian Real Fast. And then you also would get our rosemary and garlic blend, which is in this smaller jar right here. So definitely an awesome collection to check out that you will get the crispy, crunchy lettuce wrap in. And we are all set for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the demo. If you have questions, please reach out to the person that shared this with you. We'd love to have you host, and we would love to have you give Epicure a try in your kitchen to have good food real fast for you and your family. Thanks for joining me tonight, and have a great night. Thank you for being here.